Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chilled. It is the Coffee Company live here because it's Monday on your place of chill, the Coffee Company, and of course Tottenham on tour, the world famous home of Leaving Out. It is Monday, the 28th of July, and it is quite a nice 23 degrees centigrade. And what does the feels like guy say it is? He says it feels like 22, but what is that going to be like in Canada, Aki? What is the feels like guy saying?
So first of all, I have to say the Frank therapy session is open, and boy, have we needed it more than ever in his tenure this week, or right here, right now. Right now it's 27, feeling like 28, and it's going to be 34 degrees today, and it's a glorious day. It's a glorious day for so many reasons today. Glorious.
Well, it's a very important day for you, Aki, as well. Before we get into talking to the people, explain how important a day it is for you today.
Yeah, listen, a lot of it's got to do with my journey on YouTube as well. Today, 28th of July is always going to be a very, very special day. There's a lot of people in this chat currently. There's 57 of you in here that know me very, very well and have known me for a long time or even a short time. But today, I celebrate 17 years of making the best, the toughest, hardest, but most rewarded and greatest decision of my life, which was to quit alcohol. And today I stand 17 years sober. It was the greatest decision of my life. It brought me back my family. It brought me back to the love of my life. It brought back so many things. I lost a lot of friends along the way that didn't stand by me, and each to their own. But I made a decision. It was the hardest one of my life. I've had to deal with a lot of things during these 17 years. I've been close, very, very close, a couple of times to almost falling off, and one of them was COVID when we were all here. But then thankfully YouTube came into my life. And we are Tottenham TV and all the other channels. And that kept me occupied and kept me sane. And then there was another time just before that. But 17 years sober today. I haven't, believe me, this hasn't been done on my own. This is, I have had the greatest support from my family, my friends, both away from YouTube and in YouTube. But I spend more time with the YouTube lot now than I do just through streaming. I have spoken to many people that may be experiencing problems with addiction. I've spoken to people that may have friends of friends that have addiction. And believe me, it's a long journey. It's a hard journey. But if you have the right people with you and you're true to yourself and you want to do it, believe me, it will change your life. It doesn't change instantly. It's a lot of hard work. But if someone had said to me, 17 years and 1 day ago, when I went on my final ever bender, if you quit drinking, you'll fall in love with the girl that you fell in love with in 2007. You'll move to Canada. You'll have a great circle of friends, an incredible family, and everything that's gone on in between, YouTube, everything. No one would have believed it. I wouldn't have believed it. If anyone ever wants to speak to me that is going through issues on addiction, if anyone wants advice, just someone to talk to, whether it be you're struggling to get sober and you want to, whether it's you are sober and you think you're falling off the wagon, whatever it is, I am always here. Email me, message me here, and give me just whatever it is. So today it doesn't matter what goes on in Spurs today, and we will be speaking about Spurs.
We're going to be angry. We're going to be angry in a sec.
There was going to be calm anger. But like I said, when you step back at things, there are a lot more things important than Tottenham. And family, your health, and enjoying the life that we have is the most important. And like I said, anyone that ever needs support, help, advice, guidance, whatever it is, I will always be here because people were kind enough to me, and I will always remember that. So, big day. Wife is taking me out for a surprise lunch and a surprise after. She's taking the day off. So, yeah, But yeah, thank you to everyone in here. There's a lot of people in here that have been there for
There
me.
are a lot of people. Sorry, everyone. I was making a coffee for a Chelsea fan.
So
Well,
yeah, so
luckily they paid me. Luckily they paid me. Let's see who's in the chat.
let's do it.
We got Diz. We're going
Big
to
up,
start. We have a Diz. THFC Udogi 13, Zach Robinson, Wolves Finland, all European champions. Big up Wolsey, Hotspur State of Mind, YouTube member, European champion Terry Wright, Simon Hill, Eric E, Colin Cross-Amano, Craig O'Sullivan, Andy Lloyd, Tarek from Wembley 1, European champions Rich S. Mann, European champion YouTube member. Wolves feet isn't. I forgot. He's not a European champion. He is a runner-up in the 1972 UEFA Cup final. If I do it to Ryan, buddy, I've got to do it to you. We show no favouritism. Ryan McFarlane. We have Leo. Good to see a European champion, YouTube member. Good to see her. Good to see a side dancer. D&B forever. European champions. Ian Ferguson, YouTube member, European champion, the number one Agon bar in the world. Good to see her. Jason Bell saying congrats. Everyone's saying congratulations and you deserve it. Side dancer. Good to see you, buddy. Tezza. Good to see you, mate. Drew La La, European champion, YouTube member. Bob Belcher, good to see us, absolute legend, European champion. Claire G, good to see her, European
Wait, just before you do that, Claire, I've seen your message a little bit further down. Message me if you need anything, or if that person wants to speak to whatever it may be. If ever it gets to that point, Claire, just send me a message.
Indeed. We've got a few more people, but good to see you. David Mazirel. Oh, God, I can't speak. Tim Rice, you're on mute. Good to see you, buddy.
Big up.
Audio
we speak a lot. I love that dude. Big
Simon
up,
Hill. We have Americanka. I've not seen you in a while, but big up to you.
I was waiting for you to bring that one up. Big up to this lady who I haven't seen for ages and ages and ages. Look at that smile. It's always good to see you in here. Big up, Americanka.
Good to see you, Quinn. The Marty Mariner Show. Kudos, all European champions. Corey Boy, European champion. Will's giving you a muzzle tov as well. Connor, good to see you, all European champions.
Well, one sec, Connor. I was talking to Craig today. WhatsApp group that we got. Let's sort that show out ASAP.
Indeed. Davey and Pam, good to see you from the Scotland Yard. European champions Terry Bishop, G Giant, Brandon G, Stu Boy, European champion, and of course YouTube member Spurs Fit Ferg. Good to see you. And he's saying leave you out there. Yes, indeed. Thank you to everyone that gave us such support on the video we released yesterday. We can't believe how much it's not blown up, but it's done really, really well so far. And people are seeing the message.
For our standards, we gained 100 subscribers.
Yeah, for our standards, it's huge for us. But if after the show, I will send a redirect to that video if there's plenty of you in the audience so people can watch the video we released yesterday. We have Gareth all the way from South Africa. Good to see you. Good to see you, Gareth. Good to see you. Right, let's get on to it. Let's have a conversation. Let's have the conversation. That squad from Hong Kong is embarrassing, isn't it? That squad is really... We should have done so much more. We had so much time to do stuff and get ready for this Hong Kong and South Korea and Far East Asia tour.
Yep.
We should have done so much better. We have done nowhere near, and apart from the addition of Kudus, with Udogi being left behind, but to get over an injury, we're starting with Ben Davis as our starting left back, or Jamie Donnelly, and that makes me feel really sad for Donners because he's such a good player in that number 10, ready to go. I really want to see him in his. I really want to see him play in the number 10, and we're not going to see it. He's going to be playing left back. He's going to be playing. No, the hat doesn't come off. You should know me by now, Corey, that I don't take hats off. When has anyone ever seen me, apart from in the inner circle? No one sees me without a hat off. Of course he's alive. 18 years sober for you, Gear. Good to see you, buddy.
Well done. Like I've said, the next year, and the sober you is now legally allowed to drink. So,
indeed.
That's the achievement. When you think about it, that you go 18 years or something, and you're now it's insane years. Well done and congratulations to you, buddy. Well done, mate. Well done.
Nothing short of disgusting neglect and incompetence. It is incompetence. What? I don't know what you're going at here, Corey.
It's about you taking your hat off. Remember when I put the change for Spurs?
When have you ever seen me on stream without a hat on, Corey, in the 4 years I've done this, buddy? No, it's not happening. Tottenham has no cash, need to sell before to buy it. Imagine if Levy has wasted one of the richest football clubs whole Europe, transfer money elsewhere. It's possible. It's possible. We don't know. Do we have to talk Spurs? Unfortunately, do. This is a Tottenham Hotspur YouTube channel.
Yep.
That would be a good move for Solomon. Solomon will do well at Burnley, I think. I think he would do well there. I think he'd do well if he went back to Leeds. I think he would do well there. Good to see a Carbonite for the Hills here for the first time. Big up to you. Yep. Big up to all the new subscribers. We gained 100 subscribers in the last 24 hours. We did. Listen, let's just address something very, very quickly, which is brilliant, because also on that video when I spoke about the Gibbs White deal, there's a lot of Forest fans in there, and Forest fans have actually been fair play, Brian, well done, blah, blah. Now, people have got to get I was being over the top confident just because of my love of that player, and I really thought that when it went the way it was going, that there's no chance. We've got the biggest bully in the yard. We've got the biggest shark in the ocean, and they were smelling blood. Well, it turns out the bully now gets bullied. It now turns out that the biggest shark in the ocean, is now the goldfish in the bowl going around in circles. And these chairmen are prepared to stand up to him. I foolishly, 100% of it was my love for the player and wanting him for so long. And I really thought that this is where we can't fail. And I was absolutely confident. Listen, I've had a lot of, like Craig, me and Craig have had to deal with Forest fans. But you know what? Some Forest fans have been brilliant. Unlucky, I know what you're getting at. This is what we deal with. Unfortunately. We've become the stocking horse. And do you know what? Fair play to Nottingham Forest. Fair play to Marinakis, who's played Spurs. Like he said, you're not going to get the guy. We were just uber confident because of what Daniel can do. And I foolishly believed. I didn't put foolish bets on. I foolishly believed that this time something may be happening. But we wasted 2 weeks. It's the hope that kills us, isn't it, Brian? And this really annoys me. Because we've sold.
It's not.
What? Is this not happening?
Right. This is. I have now got to the point where I've got to the point now where I don't listen to anyone apart from David Ornstein. Not a word of it's true. Now, we've been spending time here saying that Kinski's going to probably be, what's his name? Frank's first choice.
Yeah.
Up here. That we were literally, he's going to be the one. Okay, well done, never read. But yeah, so you look at it, we thought he's going to be, there's all the talk, he's to be number one. So why are we going to get rid of him if we think that he has got all the attributes to be a Thomas Frank player? The only way he goes out on loan is if we're getting a big goalkeeper in, like the AC Milan goalkeeper.
Who's gonna
replace Vicario?
Who's gonna replace Vicario? I agree.
On the bench. That's the thing. There is no way he goes out on loan. There's no way he goes out on loan.
It worries me, Brian.
It's not going out.
If we get rid of Kinski on loan, that annoys me because we've just got rid of Josh Keeley, who I really rate as a goalkeeper. Yep. He might not be good enough yet. but I rate him as a goalkeeper. We can all be wrong about players that we rate.
Yeah.
So many people rate Adama Traore, for God's sake. People will rate him, and he's awful. I like Josh Keeley as a goalkeeper, and if we're getting rid of Kinski, we should have kept Keeley as our goalkeeper for the FA Cup and the League Cup, in my opinion, and given him a chance.
Correct. As much as this one ain't happening.
That's not happening. I'm sorry, Angus.
Listen, if Spurs go and sign Jesus, another injury-prone merchant that doesn't score goals, then what is going on here? But look, do you know what? There's something that I got sent, and I shared it in our group, and I shared it with a couple of people. And I'm just going to read this out now. Remember the famous words of springboard. We must use this as a springboard for success, and we must remember we want to win the Premier League, and we want to compete in the Champions League. Yada 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 yada. Yeah. So let me just quickly get this up. So
I've got to say hello to my other half, who has let the cat out.
You do that first.
Unfortunately, my other half has to move in with me tomorrow. So everyone have your thoughts and prayers for my other half, who has to live with me from tomorrow, who is moving to town. So poor Mickey. Thoughts and prayers for my other half, Mickey. Hopefully she'll survive this.
There you go. So right, I can't see the screen right now, Ben. So let me just read this out and finish it. Premier League points 2024-25. Liverpool 84, Arsenal 74, Man City 71, Chelsea 69, and a whopping 31 points behind fourth place, Tottenham Hotspur with 38. Transfer window so far this summer. Liverpool, Words 125 million. This is euros, I believe. Etitike 95 million. Kirkes 47 million. Frimpong 40 million. And they put in brackets Isaac, if it does happen, let's just say at least 100 million euros. But let's take Isaac off the table. But we know they could go and get them. Arsenal, who we will be playing on Thursday, and they will be obviously highlighting their new players. Zubimendi, 70 million. Gyökeres, 66. Madueke, 56. Mosquera, 15. Norgard, 12. Kepa, 6. Manchester City. Yeah. Raiders, 55. Aït-Nouri, 37. Cherki, 37. Napan, 15. Chelsea, Gittins, 65. Pedro, 64. Delap, 36. Estavo, 34. And then we could be adding Simmons and Hato. Tottenham Hotspur, Kudus, 60 euros, obviously. Sakai, 5.
Indeed.
Springboard for success. Springboard for success.
Yeah.
There we go.
Who would have thought? We have Auntie Kate's in the house saying hi to us. Good to see you, Auntie Kate. We have Sam with a £1 super sticker. Big up, Sam. Hopefully you're well. We will answer this question later. Yes, she does. She will indeed. Tony Rodriguez is in the house saying Leao, Vlahovic and Kudus. I wouldn't say no to that. I don't think Vlahovic is as good as people make him out to be. Being someone that talks to many people that are involved with Juventus. If you are that good, Juventus don't rip up your contract, which is what's going to happen. I know they do need a bit of money. I know but if you're that good, you're going to have people coming to you offering you money, and they wouldn't be thinking of ripping up the contract. I don't see Vlahovic as the answer. Leao, possibility, but only if we put stupid money down and pay him a stupid wage. Again, no big clubs are looking at Leao at the moment. No big clubs are looking at Leao, but we'll have to see. Yes, everyone pray for my poor other half.
We've got a super chat here, buddy. We've got a super chat here.
We'll get through. We'll jump to that one.
It's always super chat first.
First fit with a £5 super chat saying a couple of years ago, our under-21s and under-19s were winning trophies, and somehow none of them can break into the first team. What is going on with the youth development? I have no idea, to be honest, First fit. I have absolutely no idea. I rate a lot of these youth players, but they're never getting a chance in the first team, not even in the lower level. Remember when Arsenal used to have the young guns under Wenger? And in the Carabao Cup, no matter how good the first team was, the young guns played every single... They were the team we beat 5-1 in the Carabao Cup final.
With a couple of first teamers,
There was a couple of older players in there. Adebayo was in there. Benton was in there. But the majority of the players were the young players in that team. We need to do something similar of playing these young players and blooding them. We've got to blood them in the League Cup. There are 4 competition.
Well, so it's not even that. But why I look at this as well is you look at people like Arsenal when they bled Saka in, Smith Rowe. They do it. They do it 1 or 2 at a time around, and they do it around the top stars. Apart from Arsene Wenger years ago, we're talking years ago now, where you used to go right Carabao Cup youngsters. Let's see what they got. These players, like Phil Foden when he came through City, Oscar Bob, Rico Lewis. They bring them in individually or a couple at a time when they're playing around pure quality. So they've got people to protect them and people to see them through the game. We don't do that. No, you could say last season Archie Gray and Bergvall, but that was out of necessity.
That's because we had to play them, not because we wanted to.
Exactly, that's out of necessity. You look at it, even the friendlies, and as you look at it, Thomas Frank did what he did, but mainly it was like a job lot in the second half, where you're not playing with regular first teamers. Listen, Thomas Frank, like I said, and I will say this: when it comes to Thomas Frank, I am still supremely positive. I am still delighted. The coaching staff, I am still supremely happy. I'm still supremely positive. Do I think we'll do better in the league? Yes, like the last season, supremely confident, supremely positive. Because he will get more of a tune out of what we got. But he needs help. He needs help. But this is the thing, like I said, with the youth team, what we were told as well last season or when Ange came in and what we did last season was we wanted to clear all the deadwood so there was a pathway for them to break through. And then that pathway doesn't get used. So it's where we are. It's where we are. But listen, I've heard people again, and just want to quickly bring this up as well, because there's 2 sides to that. I don't know where people sit, so we see where the 224 sit and where you sit on it, Ben. There are 2 sides to look at the rest of the window left. There's people that look at it. Craig actually went to the under-21s last week with Sean, didn't he? And Fran, if she's here.
What a silly comment that was.
You know, well, listen, when these fools want to come in and say that, like I said, we're here again, where we are one first teamer that has entered the squad. Forget Dan So until last season's business. We've just come in, and we're here again, like Solanke was. You can even look at it and go, there is 5 weeks of the window left today, which there is, and business still can get done. But then you look at it again, where the whole point of pre-season is to get the players integrated with each other, be able to play, bond with each other on and off the pitch, be able to develop, be able to understand and be ready to go when the season starts. This is what it used to be, or this is what our managers have asked for.
I'm just going to say to Angus, if he thinks I'm a fraud, that means I'm a genius, because the majority of the things Angus says goes wrong. So big up to you, Angus. Big up to you, buddy. Super Matisse Tell. Indeed. We have a super sticker. We have a super sticker from Tony Rodriguez. Big up to you, Mr. Sweden. Big up to you, son. Hopefully you're well. And if you do wish to support Tottenham on tour, you can either become a member or send us a super chat. Everything goes towards supporting us too with this YouTube journey, and it helps support me as the owner of the coffee company, which is a tiny business. And as we know, tiny businesses are getting destroyed at the moment for many different reasons. So any help that can help us will be greatly appreciated. We'll talk about the Rodrigo. Any comments of note? What are we doing here? Indeed, the words of Sava. I like Vlahovic. I don't think he's worth 300 grand a week, and I don't think he's worth the money he wants with his goal output. I don't think he's worth it. Yeah, it was a bloody good
Who
team.
just said Solanke easily starts for United?
I don't know. Does it?
Just literally one or two comments above where you were. Because I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
No, he doesn't.
No,
he doesn't.
I think he's better than Højlund. I think right now they haven't got a striker.
That's not saying a lot. I am as good as Højlund at the moment.
It's not
I'm
saying
as good as Højlund.
But I keep saying,
I think the majority of the chat would start ahead of Højlund at the moment.
Yeah, but I keep saying, like I said, if Thomas Frank tells Solanke to be like Ivan Toney and just stay around the box, and Kudus is supplying him, hopefully a player that will replace the Morgan Gibbs-White position comes in, maybe left winger. Like I was speaking with Craig earlier, if Sonny goes, which let's face it, it looks like it's more than likely, that's 20 goal contributions out the door. Gone. Bye-bye. He may not have had the best season, may not be one of his sparkling seasons that he's had at this football club, but that's 20 goals and assists out the window. Gone. Ta-da. So that needs replacing. So we have to get a wriggle on now.
We absolutely do.
We've got to. We've got to stop
literally,
moving.
There's more chance of Arsenal getting Mbappe than us getting Rodrigo. There's more chance of me becoming a billionaire tomorrow than Spurs getting Rodrigo.
There's more chance of Paul Gascoigne coming out of hospital and rediscovering his Tottenham form, coming back to us on a free and ripping up the Premier League.
At his age.
Than us getting Rodrigo. It's one of those names. And like I said, I'm on We Are Tottenham TV all week, and we're going to have to be doing the updates and talking about transfers. And it's going to be good to talk about the players, but I'm sticking to my guns with this now. Unless David Ornstein says it, it's nonsense. And I include Fabrizio Romano in it. It's nonsense. It's nonsense.
And we've got another Norwegian super chat. Big up.
Big up here. Big up here.
Sweden and Norway. We've got Sweden and Norway putting money into the channel. Big up to Scandinavia. Big up to Scandinavia. Saying there is still time. What about Harvey Elliott and Paulinho? Both these two players go straight into the first 11 with Spurs. I really like Harvey Elliott. Of course, I wanted Morgan Gibbs-White more than Harvey Elliott. I do like Harvey Elliott as a player, and I think he would suit what we want to do right now. These two go straight into the first team, don't they, Aki? They go straight into the first team.
They do, but I was saying this on the show last night when I was with Scott M. Dietrich and Eugene. I've got to make sure I word this to sound right, so it doesn't sound... Harvey Elliott, I think, is a good player.
Yeah.
Well, what this will do now, Liverpool now, like they're doing with Diaz to Bayern Munich, when they've realised that they're not going to be able to give the player game time, when they've realised that they've upped their quality immensely, big up We Are Spurs TV. Once they've upped their game immensely, it's like, right, we need to sell A, to bring some money back in, and B, because these players aren't going to get game time, we're going to go and take him. If Liverpool hadn't had this big build-up, we wouldn't be able to touch him. But now we might be able to get him because Liverpool have deemed he's not good enough for our football club. And
he's not good enough, Haki.
Let me finish. Like I said, what I'm saying is we are only going to go for Harvey Elliott now because we know he's surplus to requirements at Liverpool. If he wasn't, we wouldn't even make an attempt. Like we were going for Gibbs-White. I think he is a good player. I really do. He will add something to this midfield. What I also know, he's only on 40 grand a week. So guess what? We spend £40 million roughly, like we did on an Archie Gray or whatever, because he's on low on wages, and we know we can pay him. We won't even offer him over 100 grand. We'll probably not even double his wages. Come for 60, 65, and then we've got a player again on cheap wages, and that's what we've become. That's what we become. We haven't. That's what I said. No, I'm not saying he doesn't walk into. I said he walks into our team. That I'm not disagreeing with. But the only reason he's gettable now is because Liverpool have upped their quality so much that they're like, right, we need to bring money in. And that's what we've become now. We're like, when teams now up their quality so much and they need to get rid of the players that got there, it's now like, okay, we'll go get him now because he's surplus requirements elsewhere. We won't go in and say...
That's what we do, isn't it? It's what we do. That's one of the things I really liked with Kudus. We went to West Ham and bought their best player. We bought their best player. We need to be doing that with a few more teams. There are teams. Yes, Spurs finished low at 17th last year, which is embarrassing. Let's not beat around the bush. Spurs finishing 17th is embarrassing. But there are still a lot smaller clubs in the Premier League that we should be able to buy their best player. With the infrastructure we've got, with the money we've got, we should be able to get them, and we're not.
Do you know what, Joe? Let's sort of put, because I've seen some kind of mixed opinion. Just yes or no. 263 of you in here. Should we say? Do you reckon Harvey Elliott comes to Spurs, or should we make the question? Does he walk into our first team? Which one do you reckon? Which
does Harvey Elliott walk into our first team?
Okay, there's the question, guys. And yes. Does I was about to say Rodney Trotter because he saw it. Does I forgot the Harvey Elliott? Jesus Christ, walk into our football first 11? And I will say kudos, Bowen and two kudos. Kudus and Bowen are West Ham's best players.
Yeah, they are. They were.
Yes, he wanted out and blah, blah, blah. Rafinha, mate, when we could have got him instead of Richie.
This player's a good player. This player's a good player. Gettable.
Yep. Yes, that's a great way of looking at it. We finished top 4 if you turn the league upside down.
Indeed.
That's the way to look at it.
Nasty. Let's have a look. Yes and yes.
Yes and yes.
Hanky suited Angie's tactics. It's possible.
He's right. Possible. David Clark is bang on the money.
Matoma. I know Corey says Matoma has just signed the contract at Brighton. But seriously, if Spurs go in for Matoma and give Brighton the money, do you think Matoma says no to playing Champions League football at his age? He's 28. He's never played Champions League football. If Spurs put money on the table and a better contract, does Matoma come to Spurs? Yes. Yes. I like Harvey. Yeah, let's have a look. Yes. No.
Okay, it's quite mixed.
Yes. Walks into our first team. I think he would play with Maddison. He walks into your first team. Yes, no, and no. Yes. We are chill. We are chill.
Yeah, trust me, we are extremely chill. And just bring that comment up again. What I will say, don't say it will all work out in. I understand your positivity. I when it came to the board, I was actually giving them a chance this window, and I'm still going to give it to them. But the Morgan Gibbs White one, albeit it may not be his problem, but there's now reports coming out saying that we didn't trigger all the release clauses. So make of it what you will. But every time
for me, that's PR by Nottingham Forest to say Spurs.
Whatever it is, whatever. When we say don't worry, it'll work itself out, we are always left short.
We've got to see it. We
are always left short. What I would say is, I've said it many a times. If it all worked out like you believe in, and fair play to you for it, I'd be the first to come on this channel, and we are Tottenham TV. Every channel that I go on and go, do you know what? We've played a blinder here. Well done. But it's too many times where our fingers are burnt. This is the other big thing with Thomas Frank and his no dickhead policy. Does Harvey Elliott fall into that? But obviously it will be down. Like I said, whoever Frank brings in, I'm going to support. Whoever Frank gets rid of, I'm going to support. Mainu is the one. Do you know what? Mainu, I think Kobe Mainu has unbelievable potential, and he showed it with England.
Not coming to Spurs, though, is he? Let's be honest.
Again, it will be if Man U go and get the striker they want, they're going to need to sell. I think it could potentially happen. Yeah, Eze will probably end up in the filth, and then if they end up in the filth, then it will just show. God, what was that question for Daigle?
There we go.
Do you think Levy went for a coach like for? I see a lot of people have said this because of the wage and the budget that he operated on at Brentford. I think that had something to do with it, but I don't think it had everything to do with it. He wouldn't have been allowed to bring in 8 coaches like no other manager has. He does improve players. He has a great scouting network, and his track record for developing people is incredible. And the thing is, we were all saying, big up Simon, or a majority of us Spurs fans were saying, I don't speak for everyone obviously, that we need someone that is a coach and works on the training ground and works on every aspect of the game. So I think it may have had something to do with it. I mean, I'd be stupid to say it didn't, but I think there's a lot more to the appointment of Thomas Frank than just because he's worked on a cheap budget.
What happens first? Cody's heel turn or Tottenham buying a player? Cody's heel turn at this rate.
Mate, we're against 10K before Spurs sign a player.
No, he's not. He's not. People are throwing out that picture of Mainu as a kid wearing a Spurs shirt to prove that he's coming to Spurs. It's not happening. It's not happening. I do like Mainu, but we need players for now. We need irons out of the fire, not more irons in the fire. I like that one. I like that one. I like it. That's like my diamonds, lumps of coal and turning them into diamonds. I like it. That's what we need.
There have been Arsenal fans, that have played for Spurs and vice versa. That doesn't mean anything in football. There's no loyalty in football. You look at it, if you said to Tony Adams and Teddy Sheringham, players like that, they were like, nope, never going to play for that team. Never going to play for that team, no matter what. Now it's a completely different kettle of fish. Now it's a completely different kettle of fish. I've seen a lot of people saying here, Sesko has rejected Newcastle. I mean, listen, that will be a great buy for us. Do you know what? This is the other one, Doji. Ben and Pitt. Okay, we have done. Who did we talk about? Harvey Elliott. People, yes or no? And this one is just, would you take him? Not, does he walk into our first team? Obviously, the Paqueta line is coming out all the time. So whilst we're dealing with this super chat from the wonderful Malware, would you take Paqueta at Tottenham Hotspur? Ben, let's deal with this super chat from the great Malware.
Elliott is a no, sorry, but he doesn't move the needle. I disagree with you, Malware. I do like Harvey Elliott. I like Harvey Elliott as a player. If you give me Ederson and Palhinha, that right there, that gives us star quality we need. I like it. I like Harvey Elliott personally. We need both Palhinha and a Harvey Elliott. As Rodney Trotter said above, we need a player with a bit of grit. We need a John McGinn style player who's going to go to war for the shirt. That's what we need. I'd love John McGinn. If John McGinn is leaving Aston Villa, I'd love to have John McGinn in the team. Someone that goes to war and gets in every single scrap, puts his foot in, and that's what we need. That's what we need. What do you think about this?
Ederson, I haven't seen loads and loads of, but I do like what I've seen. It's another name that won't go away. I think now because of Morgan Gibbs-White going, we've gone from having a player that can run his arse off all around the pitch and cover 6, 8, 10 and all around the pitch. We showed his heat map. We've now gone to where we do need 2 midfielders. Because if you look at it, we could all say, yeah, we got a great, or look at our midfield. Still, we don't know what's going on with Bentancur's contract. That's been the longest, he's about to imminently sign it, I've known. Bissouma, we don't know. Sarr, who did well in the preseason. Yes, it was Wickham, but he got the 2 goals. Where does he fit in? Then you got Gray, Bergvall, Kulusevski if fit and when fit, and Maddison. And I was talking with Craig about this. Out of all those midfielders, how many of them would start in a top 6 team? Right now, what they've got. Sorry, top 5, because obviously we're the big 5 plus 1.
We're not. We're the big 17, Aki. We're the big 17.
But that's the thing. The midfield needs help, and I think we've spoken a lot about Anthony Robinson, haven't we? As a player we love at left back.
I do like João Gomez. I would love João Gomez, but I don't want to be horrible to you, Ryan. We'll let him stay at Wolves.
What Wolves do is they say, right, this is you want him, this is the pay, this is the money, this is the terms, and you don't get him unless you pay it. And guess what? It's not really our speciality, is it? It's not really our speciality. But this is, do you know what? Rodney Trotter, the dipstick, said something. Said something a minute ago. Big up, Mickey. All fans are all welcome here. We just don't.
All fans are welcome here.
Yeah, respectable ones, not the idiots that come in. And you're definitely not one of the idiots, buddy. But the left back situation is an issue now. It really is an issue. The midfield, big up Bill.
Big up Bill.
Bill, yeah, I wasn't that happy, but do you know what it was, Bill? Bill, I've been trying to WhatsApp you, buddy. Have you changed your number? I went on a very calm but passionate, a very, very low-key rant of mine. But I just need to get things off my chest and say it. But you just look at it, like I said, we're going into a season where we're playing Champions League football. We are in 4 competitions. We've got the team that finished 17th, plus Kudus and Takai. And this was the springboard for success.
That was brilliant.
So this is where we are. Okay, cheers, Bill, buddy. Cheers, geez up. So yeah, this is it. We just got to look at this. Got to look at this, and it's just, you know what? It's just painful when you do look at the other teams that are spending and strengthening. And like we said, we've got 5 weeks. Who knows? But to me, I would like the players in early, sorted with the team, right? Especially on the tour. This is a time where they all get all that time together, do the training, and get ready for the onslaught of the season ahead. I remember we're playing a European Super Cup against the best team in Europe in what? Just over 2 weeks. 2 weeks Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. But the other thing you got to remember, like Ben said at We Are Tottenham TV, is we don't normally sign people when we're on tour. Big up, buddy. Big up. Yeah, I think listen, I'm Thomas Frank's #1 fan. I love him. I think he'll do great. But like we said, we don't sign anyone when we go on tour. That's another week. So we're down to 4 weeks. And that'll be 1 week before the Super Cup, 1.5 weeks before the season starts, and then 2 weeks till the window closes. It's Napoli 8, Paul Mitchell. Oh, mate.
Oh, God, he was great, wasn't he?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was wonderful.
It's absolutely right. The silence is painful. We deserve better than this as fans. You can't talk a big game, mention titles and Champions Leagues as a target, but sit there and watch the big clubs, mate. Absolutely spot on the money. Spot on.
He is. And there's a comment I just want to bring up, and it's the one I'm going to bring up now. And David Clark, big up to you. This is the amount of hate was going on after the 2 friendlies. Yes, it was 2 friendlies. Yes, it was a big up, Danny Kiriaki. I see you. The amount of players. Sorry, this is all about fitness. This is all about learning the new structure and the new systems and making sure that everything. Pre-season should be used as the preparation for the season ahead. Get the fitness in, get the tactics down, get the styles of play down, get different formations, like we saw in the Luton game, Ben, where he kept flipping the front over to cause a nuisance. These are things we didn't see before. This is what it's all about.
We also saw Johnson take on a man and cross a ball. It was weird.
There's been people that people have mentioned it, but I brought it up when we were doing the watch when we were watching it together, Ben. When we had One Day Ramos, we had the greatest pre-season where we were smashing teams by 8 goals, 5 goals, 6, 4. We were playing subliminal stuff. Darren Bent was scoring bucketfuls of goals. Bucketfuls. And then the first 8 games, the first 8 games, we got 2 points. Pre-season, the result, I would put it this way, guys. I don't know if, again, let's see how people feel in the chat, 270 of you in here. I would rather have a really shit pre-season, or not shit, but a season like
really bad pre-season, and then won the league.
Exactly, because you're going to learn more from it.
We're not winning the league.
A bad, boring pre-season, whatever terminology you want to use, I'd rather have that so they can see, right, I need to fix this area, I need to fix that area, right, I need to mix this up, I need to change this, I can't play him here, I need a player that can do this, rather than have one where everything is purring along brilliantly and you're smashing teams, and you sit back and go, do you know what, this we're onto something here. I hope other guys or the people chat are like that, where it's literally pre-season. I mean, guys, but let's do it this way. What is the most important couple of things in pre-season for you guys in the chat? Just the 2 things. For me, is fitness, tactics, and I said all those things. Never about the results. Of course, don't get me wrong. Thursday against the Filth, I would. Obviously, that's the one game where I'll go, please just win this one. By hook or at least don't lose it. But let's see what people are saying. Let's see.
It's going to be that, isn't it?
There's going to be comedy. There's going to be comedy. There's going to be heartache. There's going to be jubilation. There's going to be more videos like I did yesterday. There's a lot coming from us. There's a lot coming from us. So, yeah, listen, everyone's saying it. It's exactly. I would rather have this scrappy pre-season where you learn things and think, there you go. There you go. So that's the thing. That's what it's all about. So for me, yes, I'd like to win the pre-season games, but Thomas Frank had those 2 games and can now say, do you know what? That I agree with, James. And I think now when we get to Korea or South Korea, where we I think we're in Hong Kong right now.
Hong Kong at the moment.
I think obviously we'll see these 3 games: the Filth, Newcastle, and then Bayern, where he'll start playing the first team or what he's got as his first 11 currently that he's got, and say, right, now it's go time for you. Now this is how I need you to play, and they get into the swing of things. Yeah, I agree. The results. We don't want to go in with defeat. Well, we haven't been defeated yet, but it is all about them ironing out all the wrinkles, so they're ready for the season ahead. So we're going to have to see. We're going to have. Oh my God, David, do you reckon? I don't know if he does that. I mean, I don't really want to see Van der Ven at left back.
I would be interested in him playing there. You know, remember when Mourinho's tactic at Spurs was play with a back 4 but build as a back 3? I would like to see Van der Ven play left centre-back in a back 3, but Porro just tell him, do what you want. Do what you want, and you play as an auxiliary right winger. The double pivot, sit in front of that back 3 and sit closely to make a 5. And then Kudus can be that right winger that cuts in and goes into those striker positions, and we overload on that right-hand side. And then we can make angles that way with Johnson coming in. And I would like to see it play with a back 4, but build as a back 3. I would like that. I'd be interested to see that. But before we go on to any more comments, Tottenham on tour is 260 people away from 10,000 subscribers. If you have not subscribed here before and you are new to the channel, make sure you sub. It really helps us out. We're getting close to that 10,000 subscriber mark. We hope to get there by the start of the season. It looks like it's going to happen because we're gaining a bit of momentum. So please sub if you haven't. It really helps us out. There are 274 around both of the streams. Go and sub. Get us to 10K. And now we're going to talk about Mikey Moore, who is going to be moving to Glasgow Rangers. And thank you, Aki, for bringing that up at exactly the right time. We're in sync. We are.
Go on, you go first, buddy.
I think this is a great move. I think this is a really great move for Mikey Moore. It's that level just below the Premier League, but above the Championship. He's going to be playing some very difficult games, very difficult pitches. This is a great move for him. This is a great move for him.
I completely agree. He needs to get some first team experience. And people, we got to remember, if Sonny does go, Spurs will need to sign a very, very good left winger immediately, because that's I hate using this term, franchise player, the star player. They're going to need to replace him with 20. And like I said before, it's 20 goal contributions that we miss. And I don't think Mikey Moore's ready to replace it with that amount. He needs to go and get some first team football. And then you look at your Odebers and all the others that can go there. I've just seen the next comment. But yeah, I think Mikey Moore going on loan. Now, I will say, when we had this discussion on Friday, did any of us say Scotland? I think a couple of people may have said it. I certainly didn't. But yeah, Junior Mafia. Yeah. I honestly, I was, as I said, I'll just quickly say it because he's here. When I was at that family, when I was at that birthday barbecue on Saturday, and my phone started pinging about Morgan Gibbs White, I think there's about 20 of us there, maybe a little bit under 20. My mood, and the people that were there were all from Toronto Spurs, or at least half of them. And my mood just went. I was literally heartbroken. I'm actually delighted that I was at that barbecue, because if I hadn't been at the barbecue, I probably would have gone on streams, and I probably would have been so irate I may not have been able to take back what I've done. So I was kind of happy that I was out, but yeah, I'm still heartbroken by it. In all honesty, I'm just devastated, because not just because I love that player, but I think he would have been perfect for us. But he's yesterday's news out. What was that old saying? Today's news will be tomorrow's fish and chip paper.
Indeed.
And that's what it is. That's what it is.
Big up the fish and chip paper.
Yeah,
Big up the fish and chip paper.
But if we look at it now, if Mikey Moore goes out on loan, we've made £1 million on outgoings. Obviously, I believe, actually, wait a minute, there'll probably be oh, Jesus Christ. I haven't got them with me, Craig. I might have to go quickly run out and get them. But yeah, this is the thing. I'm sure there'll be a loan fee for Mikey Moore. I don't think there was for Valise. I don't know. Just £1 million coming in. Happy, but my God!
No! Don't you do that, Angus? Don't you do that? Don't you lie on camera? I said Gabriel Jesus is only slightly better than Richarlison. Don't change my words.
Well, no. What I will say,
I'm going
to end. I'm going to end Angus right. Wait, end Angus right now. When they're both fit, who's Brazil's number 9?
Correct.
Move on.
Correct.
Move on. Richarlison, I would have Richarlison over Gabriel Jesus every single day of the week. Not even a discussion. Not even a discussion to be had.
What is this, Angus? Don't you lie, mate. Don't lie, Angus. I will call you out.
1 second. Where in the US are you? It's lovely here in Toronto today. We must be sharing very, very similar weather, obviously, if you're in the northeast. Where are you? I want to cut. Do you know what we've been saying, even at Toronto Spurs? What we'd want to do is we're going to try and do a couple in Canada first of all. We might do road trips to other supporters clubs. So we might be going to a
party bus.
And we're going to have people coming to the yard. I think there's a couple of American Jesus. Do you know what, mate? I can't even think about that. I was so homed in and pigeonholed. Oh, Connecticut. Okay, bro. Okay. If I'm ever in New York or anything, I'll reach out to you, buddy. I'll reach out to you on Twitter.
Connecticut's great. I've been to Connecticut before. Big up, Mystic.
Oh, you're taking. Here we go. Another question. If both of them were fit right here, right now, and your team, and obviously that, I mean, Spurs, obviously, and if you could have right now in the team Richie or Gabriel, oh no, not Gabriel Jesus. If you could have Jesus or Richarlison, whether you're Spurs or you're any other team, which one are you taking? I'm honestly having Richie over Jesus every single day of the week. And that's not just because he plays for the filth. That's not my filth hat. And also, we are Spurs TV. If you're ever coming to Toronto, reach out to me, buddy. Reach out to me. But yeah,
Richie, Jesus.
Cross the line, it's got Jesus.
Richarlison's mum. Big up Richarlison's
mum.
Big up Richarlison's mum. Jesus. The battle of the two scrubs. Richie. I'd rather retire. Big up. Got way more to his game. I'd take Brian and Ben over Richie. You would say that though, wouldn't you, Angus?
But no, do you know what, Scott? No, do you know what? I'm going to say it again. I love that. Whoever has got that sub to Tottenham on tour for Mr. Brian Daigle, whoever that is, fair play to you. But I completely forgot where I was going with this.
I completely forgot what I was about
to say. Oh, fuck it.
I'm saying Jesus is getting banned.
Yeah, Craig has the power. Craig has the power, people. The power's going to go to his head. He's getting the powers going to his head. Oh, mate. And we could have had him, but that was a long, long time ago. But never mind that. Never mind that. Oh, Craig just said there will be a timeout for 10 seconds. So you're only getting not even a strike one, a point of a strike.
That will teach them. The bodyguard has spoken. The bodyguard has spoken.
There you go. But yeah, look, we got a week away now. That's true. But yeah. Well, listen. Obviously, mate, when I used to play Power League and in sevens, I used to play as a 6. I used to be the roles I used to play, or roles. It's not the positions I used to play. I used to play the Teddy Sheringham role. Yeah, like just off the striker. Then I went back into an 8. Then I went into a 6, and then 5-a-side. I just played as a kind of sweeper, but I always stayed in defence. I love playing defence on. Apparently, Yamal. That would. Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if someone even mentioned it. One of the fake ITKs. But yeah, let's end with Rodrigo. Let's end with a player that will not be coming to Spurs.
Indeed.
Yeah, do you know what? The only way, let's just say we get rid of Son. If we let's just say Sonny has gone. Goodbye. Yeah. See you later. I think the only way Spurs can save themselves with this is Eze, Rodrigo, or Leao.
We're not getting either of those three.
No, I know, but no, what I'm saying
we will get Garnacho. We will get Garnacho. That's who we will get. And you know what? I wouldn't be angry with Garnacho. I think Garnacho is actually a good player. I just think his attitude is a bit shit. But I think if you have the choice of Garnacho, Tell, or Odebear on that left wing, I'm taking Garnacho.
Oh, dear. Do you know what? Craig, you shouldn't... Listen, I will tell you, from a guy that's made stupid bets and said stupid things on stream, you can just imagine now that Ornstein drops a bomber.
That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be. Like I said, he's the only one I listen to now. I've turned I used to have notifications on for Romano, for others. Nope. It's just Ornstein now.
Rodrigo coming to Spurs is like Brian Daigle being able to grow Thomas Frank type hair.
You never know, mate. I'll go to Turkey. It could happen. It could happen. Oh, maybe. Yeah, we're just going to have to see what happens. We're just going to have to see what happens.
Yes, that is the truth.
We're just going to have to see. Wait a minute. What was David? Sweeper was a great position. It was a great position back in the day. There were some great sweepers back in the day. I loved that position.
Angus has done a bet. Make it happen. Make it happen, Spurs.
Angus, that's do you know what? As much as your hair, it's not like you've got long locks. You've got short hair that will grow back instantly. That's an easy bet. That's like me saying if we sign Rodrigo, I'll shave my hair.
Apparently Levy is an Arsenal fan according to Angus. Who knows? Brian, even Turkey couldn't help. Yep. Indeed.
Well, do you know what?
Is Rodrigo better than Brian Hill?
If Danny Kiriakou turned around and said, if Rodrigo signs, I'll shave my hair. Now that's a bet. That's a bet because we all know Danny the bun, and I'm one of the lucky ones that's seen him do his lion mane when he's let his hair down. His hair's long.
You mean the Friends thing with the cousin?
Yeah.
That's what you did.
Yeah, with Denise Richards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will be a bet.
That is a good question from Craig O'Sullivan. Is Rodrigo better than Brian Hill?
Is he better than Brian Hill?
Yes. Yep. Yes.
Yep. Let's face it. I mean, that guy's still at the club. Oh, do you know what, Danny? That's what we'll do. I'll come back and I'll just can I have your bun? Can I just have the bun? You can grow another bun.
I will take Hayden Hackney. I like Hayden Hackney. I think he's a good player. I think
he's another one ready for the right, not ready for the right now, but he'll be pushed in. He'll be pushed in.
He's close to being ready. He's 24, Brian. 23, 24.
Yeah, but is he? Do you reckon he's ready right now for the jump to the?
I think so.
There you go. That's fair. That's fair. That's a fair comment.
He's far better than, as much as I like him, he's far better than Archie Gray. He's far better than Archie Gray. He comes straight into the team. Well, not come straight into the team, but he can play that position. Big up, Lee Wizzy. Good to see you, buddy.
Big up.
Good to see you. Yes, indeed. Beavis and Butthead FC. Agreed.
Scott.
I like Ademola Lookman, but he's going to Inter Milan, buddy. He's going to Inter Milan.
Mate, Angeball. Whoa, there's no... The thing is, we're talking about players that we've been linked with that could come. Lookman, I think, would be fantastic at Spurs. Yeah. Fantastic.
I like Ademola Lookman.
It's too far gone. And then we'll just literally... that opportunity has gone past us now.
Indeed. Hayden London Fields. Big up. Big up Hayden Edmonton. I like it. Scott, if Spurs sign Rodrigo, I will also... That's not difficult for you, Scott. If we sign Rodrigo, I want you on the first plane to Turkey to get a hair transplant so we can have blonde-haired Scott M.
Mate, this is one of my favourite episodes, the American football one. The American football one is one of my most favourite episodes of Friends. But listen, on that note, I'm going to have to start getting ready for We Are Tottenham TV. And my, what's it called when you're there all week? I'm there for Simeon all week. I don't know what.
You are the replacement.
Yeah. So I need to get ready for that. But I will say to everyone thank you for the lovely messages on here and social media about my 17 years sobriety. It means the world to me. And like I said, anyone else struggling or going through issues and want some support or discussion. Residency, that's the exact word I was looking for, Mr. Post Office. Thank you, buddy. So yeah, anyone that ever feels that they need to talk about anything regarding it, whether you're thinking of doing it, want to do it, how they do it, well, whatever, just let me know. I will always be there. We're going to do a bit more this week. It might be later on during the day, but we're definitely back Friday.
Squatting on Me Are Tottenham TV.
Yeah, I could do. What I will do when Simeon gets back, I'll be like, you can't come back, mate. Squatters' rights. That's what I'll do. But now, Ben, how many are we away from 10K?
Let me see.
Drum roll.
Let me see. Drum roll. We are 254 away from 10,000 subscribers. If you are new to the channel and you've never subscribed before, welcome, firstly. We love all fans of all different football clubs watching Tottenham on tour. This is a place for everyone. This is a safe space for everyone.
Yep.
It's just a place where we like to talk football with our mates, really. And the Coffee Company live every day at 2 p.m. to talk about good things. So subscribe to both channels. If one of my moderators or one of our moderators can put the links in for both channels, it'd be greatly appreciated. Let's get Tottenham on tour to 10K. Let's get the Coffee Company to 2K. Let's grow together. And Thank you all so much for watching, everyone.
Correct.
Thank you all so much for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you to everyone for the support with the super chats. And as we like to do, and as always, if you smell what the Kauff is brewing, take it away, Aki.
Thomas, Frank. The therapy session has closed for today. We will be back. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and as always, Levy out. Tottenham tour.